Hello, everyone.
Greetings, everybody.
I'm starting with that. And welcome to the YouTube Editor's Perspective podcast. I'm sick.
I'm sick.
And
I'm
it
DA.
sucks.
And I'm Proceed. With
I'm in
with
good
my
health.
resident farmhand, Alex.
You know what? That's why I poison the crops.
And
Farmhand is
last
DA.
of
What are you
us
talking about now?
idiots.
DA is indeed the farmhand.
I have nothing to say about that.
Can I get some milk, though?
Hey, that is a constant supply of work. He told you to come back if you ever need money.
Bring me some milk. I want that shit fresh.
Or you know what? You can always go hunt down Arrow.
Please,
To
no.
do what?
I don't know.
Hell.
Make videos of his pastimes and sell it.
You could. That would be like the most interesting video series to ever be created.
But I'm on Adult Friend Finder.
Yeah.
See what hits.
All those poor men will never be found again.
Oh, yeah, so...
That's an interesting
So
way to start.
today's episode just kind of freeform. Don't really have anything going on. I mean, I guess just for starters, I guess we can just kind of update on what's been happening with us, especially Alex, since he's been gone for like half a year.
Yep.
We didn't really talk about that. I guess starting with me, I started my job. Woo!
I got a new job.
Oh yeah. So actually, so is what you said is happening
Wait, what?
with you working nights?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess just FYI for any viewers that are still listening to us, who wouldn't be? I mean, come on now. But Proceed is going to be working night shifts at his new job, so we're definitely going to have to be reworking how we deliver this to you guys.
Yeah, our schedule will vary week to week. We will be putting out notices as to what day will we be live streaming. When we'll be live streaming BG's cough all over the interwebs.
Either that, or if you can somehow maybe have.
We're not
just
live
have,
streaming this episode, by the way.
Yeah, we're not live streaming this episode, but
Yeah, too short notice. That was my
either
problem.
that, or just
Oh no,
talk about maybe, or if you.
the short notice was fine, but it's just our computer's internet is just acting stupid right now.
Huh.
So I'd rather not have it running as Skype.
Yeah, that.
Right, I got you.
That happens. Also, if you can actually talk to your boss after you get established for a bit, Proceed, just to say, you could have, this certain day off.
Established for a bit. I'm going to be working for a month before I go to school.
This is
You're
temporary.
just trying to
Okay.
make that guap.
This is
That
pocket
guap.
money for when I go upstate.
I
that
see.
guap.
Okay. I understand now. Okay, so temporary fluctuation in the podcast. Podcast delivery procedure. That sounds way more important than how we actually do this.
You gotta make it. If you make it sound important, more people will care.
Yeah, true. Very true.
That's why.
But yeah, I started my job, which is, it's interesting, actually, working at my job at college and, back home working for the big K, it's like a week-to-week schedule or whatever. It is weird having a set schedule. Very weird.
Really?
Literally, Monday to Friday, waking up the exact same time, doing the exact same thing. It's weird to me. And actually, to be perfectly honest, because where I work is, business casual. The first day, just, dressed to impress, I wore a suit. But the next day, I just wore, button-up shirt, slacks, or whatever.
Right.
I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, I looked up at myself, I started laughing.
Really?
I'm just I never, ever imagined myself in this kind of attire.
You sold out, man.
Way up sold, homie.
I've sold out my nerdism.
With that soul, that homie.
So yeah, so it's weird. It's really weird too, just because when you're working what?
I'm sorry. I just got an epic message from a friend of mine, and I just lost it.
But yeah, just a weird thing too, as far as working salary. Excuse me, is you essentially just, at the end of the week, you report, like, what you worked, and you could just bullshit lie if you really wanted to, especially me right now. I'm just training.
Right.
But I'm a better employee.
Somebody's watch needs to die.
But, yeah, I kind of hear that in the background. But it's just this weird, like, not having to, it's just like, if you're working a part-time job, you go to lunch, you clock out, you have to be back, have to be, very specific on what time you get back and stuff. Where here it's just like, okay, you're working, you're like, I want to go to lunch, so you leave. Then you come back. It's just kind of weird going from, like, working on, the clock to salary. Life changes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
I hear salary's not that good of a way to work, though, because you make a fixed amount.
Well, yeah, but usually the fixed amount are...
Alex, what he's making a month will be like 5 times what you make in a year. So
Because
shut
most
up.
hourly jobs...
I'm not sure if that's racism or just racism.
No, it's me commenting about how you're a bad dope dealer.
See, but I'm not.
There's no such thing as a bad dope dealer.
I'm not a bad dope dealer.
Clearly,
I'm
you
a
never
bad
talked to
lucky
Alex.
man.
He's always strapped for cash, always broke.
That's
Meanwhile, he's like the
because
main hub of freaking Chicago.
You know why I'm always broke? Because hoes. That's why I'm always broke. Hoes and video games.
What? What hose? What do you got? The right hand or the left hand?
Both. I'm ambidextrous, first off. That's not the point.
So you're a cheater is what you're saying.
They don't know. They don't look. They don't know. They stay on opposite sides. It's all good.
Righty, look away. Look away. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
Don't look. Don't look. Close your eyes.
Actually reminds me. I'm sorry, somewhat off topic, but I have a really sweet trainer right now. He doesn't work for my company, so he's just awesome. And he tells us these like stories all the time because he's just been in the business for a long time. And he said he was training this guy who was like very flaunty, like he always was like, oh, I did this. He would praise himself all the time. And then he goes like, all right, buddy, I gotta tell you something. So praise is like jerking off.
Wait, what?
It feels good when you do it, but it feels a lot better when someone else is doing it for you.
Well,
Literally the whole fucking day. Everyone in the training session are like, so you've been praising yourself?
yes.
Oh.
So you apparently praise yourself
Yes.
very often, don't you, Alex?
I'm a bit of a narcissist. I won't lie.
That's because
that's
because he chases high-end white women that won't go near him.
Yeah, but actually,
I don't know what you're talking about. They do come near. It's just then it goes downhill.
Nah,
from there.
you
It's
go
terrible.
you tend to land the rounder variant.
That was one time.
is that the My Little Pony girl? I'm assuming from that reaction that's a yes.
And actually, it's a no. Sad enough.
I wish this water was vodka. Wish this water was vodka.
All right, so yeah, I guess since we're talking about, well, does anyone else have any interesting things that have happened recently?
I was a drug dealer. Then I wasn't a drug dealer. Then I worked at McDonald's. Then I didn't work at McDonald's.
Yay.
Then I worked.
Keep saying the N word, Alex, please. Hey, I do what I want.
What you want?
Then I worked.
You want
then
to
I
have
worked
your way? You
at
want to have your
KFC.
way? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Then I fixed cars. Then I didn't. I went. And now I'm poor and I ain't got a job.
How about you keep
Somebody
a job for more than 6 days?
Don't judge me. I had them paid. I had them enough to get paid.
All I need is one paycheck, and then I'm out of here.
I just kind of quit. I could. Okay, yeah. You want to? You work at Burger King, so you should understand that bullshit.
Absolutely. I've been working there for 5 years.
No. Hold on,
Well-
Alex. You don't. Maybe you weren't around for this, but you don't even understand the struggle. Okay.
The struggle?
DA knows the struggle. He has to fight harpoon tooth and nail against the great black whale.
Oh my
See,
goodness. This again.
that's exactly why I quit at fucking McDonald's. I was just I can't handle your what's the word I'm looking for? Ethnic traits. Can't handle this. You make my head hurt.
Wait.
Downright.
You quit because other people were too black.
I'm the whitest black man you will ever. Well, not the whitest.
Oh, crap.
Bull crap.
I was just waiting. I'm like, all right, wait for DA and PG.
DX the whitest, but
I don't agree with that.
other niggas that's more niggerish than me are niggas I can't deal with, basically, because it upsets me personally.
40% of that sentence had the N word in it. I'm just throwing that out there.
There was no other way that could be described.
No.
Because regular black people don't upset me, but niggas, these motherfucking fuck is his name?
Swag yellow niggas that we talking about here?
The swag YOLO niggas, but it's some specific Chief Keef looking motherfuckers.
Oh, Chief Keef.
Chief Keef looking motherfuckers. And Chief Keef himself all need to be wiped from the face of the earth.
He's awful.
Oh, dear.
I don't understand what he's saying in 30%. That's not the point. I'm getting off topic. And now I just put all my money into buying a PS4. So I'm poor again because PlayStation.
Priorities.
See, I was there. I was
Food?
like, I could
PlayStation.
go, but I'd be like,
Hey, man,
Have a
people
PlayStation.
live off ramen noodles.
exactly. I went and bought 30 bags of ramen and some fucking ham.
It
some
ain't
cheese.
healthy. It's loaded with sodium.
This is the way I feel. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a lot. You're gonna spend a lot of time. If you're spending a lot of time gaming or TV or something, you gotta do some sacrifices sometimes.
Yeah, I can live for like a month from ramen. That's not an issue. That's normal. That's normal poor college student living anyway.
I can live off ramen and like corn for a month if it means I can get some type of entertainment for a year of something that money saved toward.
So PlayStation 4 has been reserved and paid off at the same time. So that's done. I don't have to worry about that shit anymore.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not getting any new gen console.
You actually read that, well, actually, does anyone else?
PlayStation.
Does anyone else have any stories? Nobody.
I'm trying to get my editing spirit back, so I downloaded a bunch of anime to watch on my next day off. So hopefully that does something, because I cannot edit, and it's pissing me off.
If you downloaded Kikume Valvrave or Valvrave the Liberator, delete that shit right now. That shit
It doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think I did it.
That shit bad.
Yes.
I want to do some.
Probably. I don't know.
I want to do some bronze competition about it.
That's not a good thing, man. Wait, that's not a good thing.
Why not?
All right, we're playing.
Oh yeah, I am feeling sick. We'll see how it goes tomorrow.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
I just took man.
You don't need to be in full health to play fighting games. I done played fighting games and I had the flu.
It's not fighting
I
games.
couldn't see, but you know.
No, it's the both
Eventually,
DA
he
and
I are gonna
PG.
play possibly Resident Evil 5 together.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, so
What
I
happened?
have a
Next.
joke and it just fluttered away.
Fluttershy.
I'm thinking-
Hey.
I'm thinking next paycheck I might look into getting a capture card.
So it's a rarity. I get to make a My Little Pony joke.
Was that a My Little Pony joke in and of itself?
Yes. It was a
slap
double.
him, please. Slap him. Slap him, please. Oh my god.
I have a capture card. Fuck you.
That's mine. That's full laptop, but I can get away
Oh,
with.
I
using my-
hear. It sounds like Mike is going. I
All
want
I
to hear
was
that.
was threatened with slaps.
What? What'd you say? Proceed.
Yeah, your audio quality is dipped completely.
Okay. We might be
literally
having
sound
technical.
you sound like you're talking through a tunnel.
We might be having technical difficulties, peoples. Bear with us. Actually, might is
You're
not even a thing.
slowly returning.
Yeah, looks like my internet is suffering. Let's see.
The is Richard dude is the worst.
Mike, buy me a laptop. I bought it.
Salary paid man.
Money back. He can't even. What is he doing?
It's not my internet, technically.
Mike,
Your first paycheck needs to go to upgrading his internet.
I got a fucking month here.
Just slap it down on the table. This is how we
he
do
probably
shit
has
around
that
here.
fancy. He probably has that fancy Norwegian Zelda internet connection. That's why it's fucking up.
Yeah, he's got Pixie's like
Wait,
internet
hold-
service.
He's
Norwegian?
got like bottled fairies and shit in rupees.
Norwegian. Where the fuck did Norwegian come from?
Because I say so, Nord boy. You're Norwegian now because you're from the north, somewhere.
King of the North! King of the North! King of
What?
the North!
Oh, he is king of the north. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Don't go to a wedding, Mike.
Go to all weddings, specifically red ones.
Spoilers. Don't ruin it for people.
Okay, Mike, you're talking. All I heard was spoiler.
Well,
Anybody listening to this that has seen Game of Thrones season 3, Daenerys dies. Have fun with that.
Oh wow. Well, I
There's
don't
a
even
new
know who that
Targaryen.
is.
His name is Aerys Targaryen.
He has like a 4-headed dragon and spits
Yeah, he
fire.
has a four-headed dragon, and it's made of gold. He's a reincarnation of the first Targaryen, and he's just after the bloodbath of all things. You thought White Walkers were the problem. I've got Dragon Walkers.
Also, Jon Snow is the new Chiha. It's the hair.
I will avenge my family.
We could talk about Naruto for a while. That was a great chapter.
Don't remember.
I am caught up in Naruto. I just didn't read today's chapter.
Okay,
I didn't
shut
read
up,
today's
PG.
either.
You're just gonna hear about it.
Naruto is
I am.
horrendous.
It's awful.
It's been the flow is broken. It's like it seems like it's gonna get better, but then it's like it just loses flow. It goes to a flash. It's like
They did the Jinjutsu thing again.
Did they really?
Yes.
Okay, what did they do? That it didn't really happen, or the
whole
Kakashi and
stab
Obito
thing
just kept
didn't happen.
killing each
Oh,
other
Lord.
over and over. It was like the Sasuke Itachi fight, just over and over again.
Sweet shit. This chapter should have been 4 pages because nothing happened.
At the end of the chapter, they stopped the Genjutsu fighting and just charged each other with their respective jutsu. Kakashi basically killed Obito, and Obito mortally wounded Kakashi. And at the very last page, Madara just unleashed his full evil and is now absorbing Obito's power so he can become the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki and be revived in his flesh form with the Reno Tensei Jutsu.
See, this is why I can't stop reading them though. I'm too invested at this point. It's at the end. I just want it to end now. I just want Kishimoto to make like one 104-page chapter. And just don't make any chapters for like a month and then just give us like 109-page chapter and that just be the end of it.
And just that would be great.
But you know what? I don't want Kishimoto to ever hang out with George R.R. Martin. I don't want that to ever happen.
Why would that happen? George R.R. Martin would just kill everybody in the universe. They'd just be dead. Like, fucking Sasuke would have died years ago. Sakura would have died.
You're wrong.
after getting raped
Naruto would have been
mercilessly.
dead. Sakura would have been dead. Neji and Sasuke would be the two remaining survivors, with like some random daughter of like the freaking second Hokage being survivor.
A
Yeah,
movie
that actually
character for
makes
some
sense.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess from the first movie. She's there.
Yep.
Why not?
They have electricity in Naruto sometimes, but then they don't. But they're ninjas, but they don't have cars, but they can make movies. All right, all right.
They have
That movie
they
wasn't
have
canon.
long-range
It doesn't
radio.
count.
They have long-range radio.
They have VCRs.
They have DVDs.
They have electricity.
There's no
They have a
continuity.
giant screen that projects fighters.
That is true. So they had HD LCD screens way back.
And some sort of randomizer.
No, apparently they were good at math because that's an algorithm.
But they can't make shoes that are not open-toed.
Well, I mean, I don't think they have sweatshops there, so that was bad.
Well, they killed off the entire sweatshop. I mean, the Uchiha were basically they're fucking Mexicans.
Oh.
So that's a thing.
Uchihas, the Mexicans of anime.
Why did I just?
I wouldn't say they're the Mexicans. I'd say they're more along the lines of Native Americans. They were trusted and brought in when they were needed, but then when they were no longer needed, they were deleted.
Well, so
Deleted?
this is-
They had Itachi delete the entire clan. When it comes to Itachi, you tell him to kill something, it's basically pressing delete on a keyboard. It's not gonna live.
And then he died. And that series is just bad. I just want it to end. I just want Bleach to end too. I just want like Shonen Jump needs
Itachi
to
would have
end.
been such a better main character. I'm sorry.
No shit, but of course, Kishimoto made the blonde guy the main character, and then his weird friend who got touched a lot for 3 years.
Well, no, Naruto's not
Oh.
that bad. It's just because they focus on
He's a friend
Sasuke
of-
way too much.
Yeah. Well, that's because the Kishimoto's openly said he prefers
He
Sasuke's
like- yeah.
character.
What Oh, but going completely off topic, just
Please
because
do.
get off Naruto. So I just have to ask this question. So is Troy Baker now the new voice actor whore?
Yep,
It's
but I'm okay with that. I'm okay
At
with
least
that.
he sounds different.
Yeah, like I didn't.
It's not Yuri
he does
Lowenthal.
not like
It's not
Freaking,
in Johnny Young Bosch.
Same voice for everything.
freaking Joel. Like I didn't even recognize him as Joel from Last of Us.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job.
Granted, I think he is from Texas, so he probably could pull that very easily. Didn't he used to work at Funimation for a bit?
Doesn't he still work at Funimation? I think he was in a.
No, if he's working on video games, that means he's in Cali.
I think he was in Full Metal. I want to say. No. That, was he? In
I mean,
Full
there's a lot of voice actors from Funny who went to Cali, like Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey, Vic Mignogna, to name a few. But yeah, he's become like the new Nolan North.
Metal?
Isn't he in Infamous as well?
I think so.
He was Kanji, I know that.
He's Kanji?
Yeah, Kanji.
Persona Kanji?
Yep.
Holy
Except
shit!
for
I
the
never
second
noticed that.
season, which he had to bow out of because he was going on a honeymoon. So some other dude took his place.
It was
See.
awful, wasn't it?
No, it sounded pretty
But is he
good.
the voice in? But is he
It
the
was
voice?
like
He's the
a
voice in
Jerry
the game.
Jewel to that new dude type of Kaku thing, wasn't it?
I haven't heard the new. So.
He's not as good.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
But that means he's the voice in the games, right? Holy shit! I never noticed that. Wow.
Yep. You just learned something.
I did.
Video game roles. He was Two-Face and Robin in Arkham City. He's going to be the Joker in Arkham Origins.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I heard him. He's not bad.
He's the only person to play both the Joker and Batman.
Well,
When did he play Batman?
Uh,
He played Lego
Probably some
Batman.
iOS game or
something like that.
That was Lego Batman.
There you go.
Oh, right. Sean Shamel did the iOS one, I think.
Bioshock Infinite is in. A ton of Call of Duties. He's Ryu Hayabusa in Dead or Alive.
What games are coming out still? Big games.
I don't think
Grand
they
Theft
come out till
Auto and
late.
Beyond.
Beyond Two
That's all I-
Souls, GTA 5.
It's all I can
Look
think
it up.
of.
Saints Row 4, the DLC edition.
Saints Row 4 might be alright.
I'm getting it
Oh,
just
did you
because
hear
I'm
it got
stuck on.
banned in Australia?
Yep.
For what?
That's not surprising.
Because of one of the weapons.
What does it do?
Wait, what weapon?
I forgot what the exact weapon was. My IGN
It's
won't
probably
load.
the giant dildo.
Wasn't that in 3 though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but they just changed their rating system in January.
Uh-huh.
And if a game is deemed too adult, then it is banned from the country.
Oh, check this out.
And
So,
it's the first game
okay, well,
banned.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Universal Studios opens up Springfield as part of the park.
Yeah.
Visit
They
Duff
have a
Beer
Krusty Burgers, a Moe's Bar.
yeah.
and visit the Duff Beer Brewery. I kind of want to go to Universal now just to go to the Duff Beer Brewery.
Dude, they
I
have
want to go to
Listening-
Krusty Burger.
I want to meet Duff Man. I want to be Duff Man.
and
Duff Man.
Wizard,
Duff
dude,
Man.
Universal is fucking awesome. They got that Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Duff.
They're extending.
Beer.
Duff.
They have beer at Harry Potter place
Duff
too.
Man.
They have
But this is Duff Man. We're
a
talking
Hogshead brewed beer, man.
Duff Man. Harry Potter came later. The staple of my childhood was Duff Man.
All right,
And
let's
Duff Man.
got the games up right now. Mortal Kombat's coming to the PC.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Metal
only.
Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection.
Oh,
whatever.
did you guys
Bad.
hear? The Xbox One does not ship with a headset.
Yep.
Nah.
Microsoft's reasoning
Nah.
behind this,
The
you're
Kinect.
getting a Kinect. Why do you need a headset?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I find
Not
this
an
as
Xbox One
retarded.
anyway.
As
Not
I
buying
would,
an
I
Xbox One
hate
anyway.
talking through the Kinect.
Yeah, but
I
that's
can
what
imagine too, like, how is it going to, like, they say it can distinguish you from, stuff coming out of your TV. But what if,
All
a
right,
stupid
Optimus.
kid hates you, like, is getting pissed off by you and just yells Xbox off?
Oh, that
Like,
would
turn off
be
your
bad.
Xbox.
But then it turns off all their Xboxes as well.
Yeah, but I mean, a kid who's rage quitting.
Xbox
I'm
off.
just
Everybody hears Xbox off.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
sure-
rip my Kinect off of the Xbox One if I ever buy one. I'm like gonna
can't.
literally just solder the damn thing off.
Can't.
I'm sure it has to be a certain
The Xbox
volume
One
of it.
still requires the Kinect to function.
Then mine just won't fucking function.
Tales of Zillia comes out in August. There's a good game. Pikmin
Oh,
3.
yeah, it's really-
Well, Saints Row 4. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist.
No.
Do they have a release date for Ground Zero?
Like anybody actually cares.
I care about Metal
I'm
Gear.
actually like
bitch.
not excited even for that game anymore. I'm just not.
That's because you're a whore, but it doesn't count really.
Metal
Go
Gear Solid
work a steady
5?
job for a week.
Metal Gear
Nah.
Solid 5 you're talking about?
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
about the
know. It's just
sequel
as
to
of
it.
this moment, I'm not pumped for it.
Ugh, what is wrong with you?
See, even
Sure,
I
Metal Gear
didn't
Solid
like
4, but
4
open
either.
world.
I
4
didn't
was
like 4
amazing.
either.
What the hell are you talking
4 was
about?
cutscene the game, and it was boring.
but the
No.
game was awesome.
Mm.
You need to reevaluate, man.
I don't know how you can like Assassin's Creed but not like Metal Gear. I'm just saying.
I didn't like either game.
You never
Well,
played
you're bad
it.
at life. You
You're
don't
not
like
a
Kingdom
gamer.
Hearts.
Solid 1, and you liked it.
I don't remember that.
You don't like Kingdom Hearts, so you don't.
Battlefield
count.
5 is in September. It looks like
Because
about
it's not good.
Rayman
Yeah,
Legends.
but you don't count.
Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5.
Well, while we're on the topic of gaming, I want to point this out right now. I am currently watching my friends, Kevin, our resident Navy man, and my buddy Mike, play the multiplayer of The Last of Us together. And I just want to put out there, just this is probably one of, if not the best multiplayer I've seen in a very long time.
Interesting.
I mean, analyzing it as like a multiplayer, as a multiplayer, it's built perfectly. It's got the room where it rewards your solo capabilities on top of rewarding team effort with a win. Not to mention, it keeps everything interesting with the crafting, capabilities and your need to scavenge and scrounge for ammo and this and that. It's just I don't know. It's just this multiplayer is probably the most impressive I've seen in a very long time. I just wanted to point that out there, just because I'm really not thoroughly impressed with multiplayer games lately anymore. So,
I'm not heavy into multiplayer in any facet beyond fighters.
well, no, this isn't Xbox. It's PS3.
Yeah, no, I'm just not interested in multiplayer.
Curmudgeon.
Yeah, he's got a point.
I love
Man.
Pokemon.
I like Uncharted 3, but I wasn't heavy into it, so.
October's when the big stuff kind of starts hitting. Beyond Two Souls, Pokemon X and Y, Batman Arkham.
Speaking of Beyond Two Souls, did anybody hear about the controversy with Ellen Page and The Last of Us?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, apparently
Until that happened, I swear to God, I thought Ellen Page just was Ellie.
I know, I thought so too.
they made up though. Apparently,
Yeah, they
saw.
made it today. They probably some financial agreement.
I was looking on IGN and reading the comments, and it was just people like, "Oh, this stupid bit." Like, not everybody. Some people are just gonna look the same, and she's so pretentious to think they based it off her, and all this nonsense. It looks like her.
Looks exactly like her, just as a 14-year-old.
And like they even said, her characterization is like how she was in Juno.
Pretty much.
Yeah. As I said, in October, Pokemon X and Y, Beyond Two Souls, Batman, Arkham Origins, 4, Battlefield 4, Zelda Wind Waker, HD. Then November, COD Ghosts, who cares? Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. Oh, that
3DS.
game is my life. Nothing. No time to
3DS.
myself.
3DS Zelda, and then December, Super Mario 3D World is the only other thing that I'm seeing. And then in unreleased stuffs. Oh, excuse me, burp. Donkey Kong.
Legend of Donkey Kong.
Legend of Donkey Kong. Can you imagine Donkey Kong in Link's tunic?
Oh, you saw that too?
Yeah, Phantom Pain, Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Actually, apparently they're looking into as well. I saw an article today. Hideo Kojima wants someone to remake Metal Gear Solid 1 in the new Fox engine.
That I would buy in a heartbeat.
All the money.
That was all my money.
That, and if they, you know who has to voice Snake.
David Hayter. No, there's talk that Hayter's still in 5.
He's talking about don't count him out of Metal Gear. What I'm guessing is the reason they got what is it Kiefer Sutherland to do Big Boss is because somehow Snake is in Phantom Pain. Just Snake somehow.
Well, like, from what I'm seeing from the trailer, this is like the origin of Outer Haven. So I can imagine the end of this game
is Solid like, Snake's intro.
Yeah, is like Snake coming into, being hired by the government to destroy Outer Haven and bring Big Boss into custody. So, yeah. We shall see. Whoa.
Yeah.
Speaking of video games, Ralph, I heard a rumor that there's supposed to be a new Dot Hack coming out.
When? Where? Where did you see or hear this? No. That's not the kind of thing you joke about. Where? When? Who? What? How?
It was on a form. Some Dot Hack form. Probably. But, anything to hope for.
It's not going to happen.
I need a new Dot Hack game. It's been way too long.
A new Dot Hack game.
I don't even know why you're looking it up.
Mark.
Let's see. Nope. When was this posted? That was in 2012. That's not legitimate. All right, 2013. 2013 adds that to the title.
It might be some that Guilty Dragon thing.
Fanfic.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything conclusive.
I hear you in the background talking about fanfics, and it's not gonna happen. When punch you on top of the head. That's
probably what it was. Oh, it's the title. Here it is. Bullcrap.
fuck. I just want more attacks. I want. I don't know who's writing the story for that damn series now, but he needs to die slowly.
Everyone wants a new something in their game they enjoy, but you're not always gonna get it.
I just want Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't want anything new. They could just put out Kingdom Hearts 1 with 3 on the cover and I would buy it and play it and love it.
You're an awful human being.
They're already doing that. It's called 1.5.
Which is awful.
You've got 7 diehards? Accept it. Move on.
8.
Not even
9.
Not even counting diehard Link or whatever that is.
No, not handhelds don't count.
In counting
Handhelds don't
Link.
count.
So we're talking 8 diehards?
10 counting Link.
No, not counting handhelds.
I wasn't okay. Well, still 9, not counting Link.
What other game? There's no. Oh, the
There
fighter.
was
Oh,
About to name
there was Fragment,
Who's the
which only came out in Japan, and then
What about games featuring dot hack characters?
no.
there's Cross. There's
Yeah, that's what I was talking
So we're
about.
still talking like 8 games of the series.
look. There's
Except
like,
what you've gotten.
there's like fucking 40 Final Fantasy games.
I think BG is just upset that there hasn't been a new Legend of Dragoon.
Oh.
That was
Really?
that was kind of a low blow.
That's what it sounds like. He's like, accept what you got. You guys got 8.
You got 8 games, accept it. You're talking about Final Fantasy that came out in like the early 90s.
They couldn't even put anyone from Dragoon in PlayStation
Why would you
All-Stars.
not do that? They own it.
Yes!
No one remembers it.
He's got a point. I didn't remember it till you fucking mentioned it right there. That's like asking somebody for Vagrant's story.
Ape Escape
I remember Ape Escape.
or iWorld.
I remember Our World.
They own that franchise. They
They put City Reboot
reapplied the trademark like 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, Square Enix doesn't do a lot of things smart, so.
No, not Square Enix. PlayStation. Sony owns Dragoon. And PlayStation All-Star.
Oh.
Just think about Man of Steel. Just think about Man of Steel.
That movie was atrocious.
Me and BG
Atrocious. Atrocious.
Absolutely died.
Title.
Madrosa. Alright.
Atrocious.
I can't. I
Amen.
can't.
Even with my low expectations, it was a disappointment.
We talked about this last week. We don't need to go back.
No, he
into
wants to
it.
bring this up, man. They want to bring up the Boone and Man of Steel in my presence. Like it's some big show for them. I want my 19th die game. I'm so sad. Yo, I want my 9th Kingdom Hearts, which is Kingdom Hearts 3.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm just
5,
going to preface this saying I'm getting the so.
7.
Yeah,
I'm on the 7th Kingdom Hearts. This is what
But
I've
there's
been waiting
been
for.
2, 3 ports and
Oh, God.
All y'all. Playing about y'all
Look,
19.
one day you'll get your Legend of Dragoon. One day you'll get your Legend of Dragoon.
I'm never
is there
getting
gonna
that.
be a Man of Steel fight game?
No,
I'd like to play it.
I wouldn't.
They might just make a Man of Steel costume for Injustice.
Well,
already
they're
did.
making one. There's a skin for Zod, if I'm not mistaken.
Why does he have goggles?
Oh, Zod?
Yeah.
He hasn't in a comic.
All right. I don't read.
It's
the
based
crap.
off the,
I don't read that.
Has he been
crap.
released yet for Injustice?
We got the time.
not till Tuesday.
Ah, okay.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Zod's not in it yet?
What?
No, yeah, they announced him pretty much like right before or right after Man of Steel came out.
Yeah.
But he's been essentially known for a month,
Oh, he's been essentially known for like 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
I thought Martian Manhunter was supposed to come out too, wasn't he?
No, that's just the most requested character, which apparently is just going to be the 5th DLC character because people requested it so much they have no choice but to make it.
Hey, that's good. It's not like it's Marvel.
Martian
versus
Manhunter's
Capcom
awesome.
3.
Oh yeah,
They listened. It's just like, oh, well, who? What?
You want Mega Man? Here's a Mega Man skin. Have fun with that. That was the most.
We know everybody wants this eyeball, so let's just put them right in there.
Eyeball?
I don't think we're gonna be doing that today. Gambit, I've never heard of this person before. Jane from God Hand.
Here's Phoenix Wright. Play for him. Play with her for 3 days.
Literally
all I wanted in my life was Mega Man X. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
It would have been really good too.
Hey, you get the original Mega Man.
I'll take any Mega Man.
Hey, bro, the new Smash Bros. Man.
Even that fucking Battle Network Mega Man. I'll take that piece of shit.
Battle Network was great. I don't want to hear anybody talking bad about Battle Network.
The games are okay. The show.
I like the show.
That show filled my soul with so much hatred on a daily basis because it came on every fucking day.
But
Very happy with that show.
hey man,
Salty.
new Smash Bros. Is coming out. Mega Man's in it. Mega Man's in it.
Wii U for that and fuck's that other game? The Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem because that's gonna eat up all my free time.
That does look good. The Project X, definitely.
Yes.
There's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Problem is, there's no set release date for any of these games that Nintendo's announced. That's their big problem right now. It's like, hey, we got all these games.
Trailer.
But
all I got for a game was like 10 seconds and in production.
that's the problem. Even at this point, even Nintendo has admitted that there's just like, yeah, we didn't market this thing that good.
I've got a question, but I'm going to present this after I say the statement. High School of the Dead is terrible.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
I do not agree.
That series
I agree partially.
That series
I like the
boring.
series.
What was that?
I agree partially. I like it. I do. I like High School of the Dead a lot.
Me. Amy.
No.
Oh.
Just stop.
I like High School of the Dead a lot, but I can only get
Wrong door.
so tired of seeing tits. It can only be funny so long.
It's
At least-
always funny.
At least in the anime, anyway. The anime, I'll preface that. The anime I like less than the manga because
All I saw was the anime.
I like
Bullet
it.
defying titties.
It's doo-doo. It's fine if people
That shit-
are...
I
I
did
saw-
not like the anime at all of the High School. I felt it cheapened the series a lot.
yeah, I like the manga way more than the anime.
Hipster.
Bullet defying titties, like Mike said. That shit was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in anything. Naruto could bring back his daddy from the dead permanently and it makes more sense than that one scene.
What was your second thing you wanted to say?
Oh, the question. For a long running series, do you guys prefer like huge filler arcs or like stretched out canon content?
I'd say stretched out canon content.
Streamlined canon content, but with huge filler arcs, or stretched out canon content with little filler arcs.
Stretched.
Condensed canon with huge filler arcs, because I'll just ignore the filler arc unless it's decent. Plus, sometimes you get that offhand where the filler might be like, okay, it won't be terrible, but it'll be alright. And you know once the content comes back, you don't have to deal with like little like 3-episode splotches in between of just things that have nothing to do with what you want to see.
Well, no, just because treat it like a seasonal show. You have like, your 10 weeks, 14 weeks of episodes, and then spend the rest of the time in production of the next group, and in the meantime, like the rest of the year, in the meantime, that gives the author of the manga or whatever time to build a buffer. I don't see why they can't do that.
I get it.
Where they make,
Do what? Oh, sorry, I was listening. Somebody came in.
Like make anime more like a seasonal show. So you have like your...
They have to pay to get it on the air, and once they have an audience, they want to keep that audience. That's how it works in Japan.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Japanese televisions.
They want to keep that. They want to keep that audience because, if they lose interest or they find another show in that slot, and then the old show comes back. It's like, well, so they
That's the
want to
problem.
That's
keep
why Bleach
pumping
can
it out.
never come back.
Yeah. If they could somehow get on like a seasonal base, I feel like that wouldn't cheapen the series as much with the filler.
Well, some series have that whole like it'll come out for a season and it'll go away and it'll come back like a season later. I think there was that
I think those are ones that they're not confident in. So once it does well, they're like, oh, we'll do another season.
Because like I feel like they can focus more resources onto the content that matters.
I know they did that for Higurashi.
Because
But
when
I
you're
mean,
like
go
bleeding
ahead.
a series dry with filler, like I think that's one of the main reasons why the animation quality in Naruto just took a dive in Shippuden.
No, I don't think that's the reason. I think they're just a bunch of cheap bastards.
yeah, Shippuden's animation quality started off meh, then just right after that Tails fight, it was horrifying.
Oh, it was just no.
I
Like-
prefer filler arcs, like long arcs and
What?
just streamlined canon content. Because if I really like a series, I can still get into the filler because of the characters that are in it.
You didn't approve
Coming.
of 5 minutes equals 12 episodes?
No,
No.
that's fucking dumb. I hate that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
would
hate
rather
filler
just have like a
arcs.
huge filler. I'd
I
rather
think
than
filler
just have
arcs
a
are the
arc.
worst thing I do in a series.
If it's something like One Piece with just a lot of comedy thrown into the action, filler,
And there we go. One Piece. Should have known that was coming.
it's my best. What other long running series has good filler arcs?
It doesn't. That's your thing. That's the problem. It doesn't exist.
Even okay filler arcs.
It
Well,
doesn't exist.
I don't.
Bleach.
The only-
Don't even hit me with Bleach.
No, not Bleach. I was trying to think of if
Naruto
fucking
had,
Dragon
like-
Ball Z had like a lot of filler.
What was that?
DBZ had a fuck ton of filler at first, but it was all kind of just like weird, intersected in there. I think their only actual filler arc was
Garlic.
The Namek Saga.
like Junior.
Namek
Well, yeah.
and Garlic Jr.
Wasn't it
Pre-Namek
Garlic
and Garlic
Jr. in the
Jr.
Otherworld tournament?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Otherworld tournament as well.
So DBZ had some decent filler.
Mm,
I don't know about Garlic Jr.
Garlic Junior was
there's a
horrible.
reason Team 4 Stars straight up skipped that shit.
The Otherworld tournament wasn't that bad. PyCon's
Yeah, but
pretty.
it's a tournament. You can't do much wrong with it.
The shit on the way to Namek wasn't too bad. The shit
Yes,
on
it
Namek
was.
was horrible.
No, it
The shit
was.
on Namek was horrible.
It was.
All of Gohan training was awful. We didn't need 58 episodes of that.
Anything of Gohan is kind of.
The Mystic Gohan was great.
I don't like Mr. Gohan, and I want Mr. Gohan to fall off a cliff.
Oh, he can fly, so you're a fool.
Punch him in the dick. He won't
Any
fly
other
with
series
dick.
with even okay filler arcs?
That's a problem. Like you just have to
Kenshin.
look at.
Kenshin.
I never saw Kenshin, so I can't. Comment.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Kenshin doesn't have a filler arc. It doesn't exist.
The worst
I think
offender.
Kenshin, Cowboy Bebop, those shows are the most true to source things ever.
Bebop didn't have a manga.
Oh no, right, not Bebop. I'm thinking of is it Trigun? I think it's Trigun. I'm thinking of. I know it's something with a gun. Yeah, I'm
The
failing.
worst offender of filler is not Bleach, nor is it Naruto, nor is it One Piece, nor is it DBZ. The worst offender is fucking Inuyasha.
Oh,
Wait, Inuyasha?
That is the worst offender of
Oh,
filler
it's
in history.
terrible. It is awful. Just take the
Inuyasha
word
is
for it.
practically filler the series because every arc felt like filler most of the time.
It's the same episode played over and over and over again. It's like Pokemon.
Getsuga
No.
Tensho, Getsuga Tensho, Windscar, Getsuga Tensho.
I'm going Pokemon as the worst offender.
I'll tolerate Pokemon though, because
Yeah,
at
but
least
it
that's
doesn't
a
have a
journey
real
across the
manga,
fucking
does it?
world.
No, but still.
Every episode feels
Actually,
the
it does
same.
It is
have
the
an
same
actual
episode
manga.
over and over
It
again.
does
I'm
have an
sorry.
actual
But it doesn't have a source material to draw from.
Yes, it does actually.
Well, Pokemon
does
has
it?
a manga. But
Yeah, it
Pokemon
does.
has
And
a
in that
manga,
one, they
but
actually
the
have
manga
like
is
it
different.
kind of gets flack in the states. It doesn't get really released because they kind of like hypersexualize the little kids, like Misty. She's the same age, but she's there's some things that happen.
But the manga is completely different from the
Yeah, the manga is very different from the show.
so you can't really call it a adaptation.
As to my original point, when there's characters in a series I really like, more content with those characters are rarely horrific. The Goat Island arc of One Piece, the filler arc of that, horrific. Everything
Go
else,
Island?
oh yeah, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was horrific.
No, what was the villain?
There was no villain.
No, what was the point
It
of
was
it?
some dude sitting in like a house out in the ocean, and he had a goat with him.
I don't remember this.
Horrific.
That sounds
Horrific.
like the stupidest but most amazing thing ever.
I don't remember.
But the
Niggas sitting in my house.
the memory erasing arc was good.
Yep.
The one right after CP9.
When they went into the ship
Yeah,
with the Marines.
That was fine. Yeah, G8 was fine. Like it had
Foxy 2 was fine.
so
I like Foxy.
I prefer streamlined canon content with large filler because filler at times can potentially be good if they're able to do it. Naruto, they had like 3. I think the revival of the rookies or whatever that was, where they were searching for the guy that was like gonna blow up the village.
Oh, that was awful. You're not remembering this, right?
Am I not?
No, I edited it and I was.
Alrighty, and we're back. Sorry about that, peoples.
Blame
ran out of
the
budget.
interwebs. It kind of crashed and made the BGs bad.
Alright, so the Rookies episode or whatever.
Okay, so I thought it was okay, but apparently I'm remembering it
You're
incorrect.
completely incorrect.
Like, what was so bad about it? I don't remember it at all. I remember parts of it, and I thought, oh, this is all right.
It was a stupid plan. It was a stupid conclusion. They pretended that everyone did something. They didn't. It was just the big 4 again.
Oh, of course. Oh, dude, remember that special episode where they counted down the top 5 fights?
Oh, that was awful! What was that? Number 5, Kiba versus they were all from the Rescue Sasuke arc. No Lee Gata, honestly?
If we want to talk about bad Naruto fillers, you need to see the Naruto fillers now. Okay, so since I haven't had a computer, I pay for Crunchyroll to watch all my anime now. That's how I watch anime. And I occasionally just check a Naruto episode to see what's going on. They're having filler of that whole war arc thing. And inside the filler, there is flashbacks of filler that never happened. Just so they can say, such was resurrected by the Edo Tensei.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Filler double flashback?
People still enjoy this series.
It is the stupidest shit I have ever seen in my life.
It's that ninja. Who's that ninja? Well.
Yeah, that's exactly how they're going to be like.
Glad I
It's
dropped it.
I can't
No.
believe it. I can't believe that.
The worst offender for fillers, I'm sorry with that, was before Shippuden started when they literally waited, what was it? An entire
Over 100
2 years. Hello?
100 episodes.
Over 100 episodes.
Over 100 episodes just to do the one episode where Naruto leaves with Jiraiya. But it took them 100 episodes to go from the hospital to leaving with Jiraiya.
That's a lot of fit. That's a lot
not
of
the
healing.
worst part.
In the
Okay.
manga,
See,
that's
what
more
that's-
cages.
Well, would have been a
That's
more
not the
interesting way
worst
to
part.
do the filler for Naruto. A more interesting way to do it would have been have him leave right after, and it's having all this like bullshit filler.
No,
Just have
no.
like, him
What
training
was
for the
what
2
was
years.
what was
That'd have been
awful
decent.
was that they established Gaara. They took away the whole surprise about Gaara being the Kazekage. He got big when Naruto wasn't looking. Just no.
Okay, again, the worst part of that wasn't even the year long it took, or 2 years. It was that they did that so they could streamline their canon content. And then their
Man.
first canon episode, which was
Was
an hour long,
full of filler.
was like 40% filler. Which
goes into my point. I prefer the canon laced with filler.
You prefer it stretched out. See, the problem I have with that is sometimes it's so stretched out that it's just
Absolutely,
awful.
but sometimes it's done really well. Like Mr. 3 and Buggy.
Okay,
Them
that was
constantly
awesome.
popping up, hilarious.
But then, same thing with One Piece. The war arc, so stretched out, dude. The Great War, it was at sometimes it was less.
Yeah,
than
there
a
was
chapter
some times that people were just standing around going, "What's that? Oh, he's here!" And
it was stretched.
yeah, but there's.
Is anybody
that
else
is
still
good
getting a lot of
example when
lag,
it's
or is it
done
just me?
I think
It's happening.
I'm getting lag.
I think somebody else needs to host this call at this point.
I mean, I can hear everyone fine.
Yeah, and I guess it's just me lagging a bit.
I got
And
a
I'm
little
the one-
lag.
I'm the one recording, so.
Oh, it might just be us then that's messing up.
just internet.
Yeah,
C'est possible.
it might be because of the thunderstorm coming.
Well, if Mike's recording, he can hear everybody fine. We'll figure it out.
Or the
Yeah.
heat just melting all of
I mean, we're getting pretty close to the hour mark,
Yeah.
anyways. So. But yeah,
Here's a question. When when a manga you like gets adapted, but it only gets adapted for like a 25, 50 episode run, but the manga is long standing. It has like 300-400.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Would you
Are you
prefer
going
them
needless?
No, Soul Eater.
No, would you prefer to end it with with like a bit of the manga and just leave it off and maybe to come back do it later, or make some bullshit up about halfway through and just jump off a fucking cliff with the story?
I prefer for them to leave it for the manga. Because there was a show I really liked. Something I think it was called.
I've got about 4 examples of this.
I think it was called Hatenko Yugi. The whole reason to make the anime was to advertise the manga. So they left it like that. Like, hey, read the manga to get the rest of it. I'm fine with that. I don't like an ending because sometimes the ending will be rushed or just completely stupid.
Or just out of nowhere.
That makes no sense to the context of that arc or the
Punch of
overall.
friendship.
So yeah, I prefer if it's like, oh hey, something big just happened and we resolved it, and whereas we would have another arc or this arc would end, we're just gonna leave it here. I'm fine with that. No, Soul Eater, that was awful. Dude, the second half of that series was just completely off on a tangent of its own.
Everyone has courage, and that's how I was able to beat you. And Kishin and I have fucking sights in my arm for no fucking reason.
Bunch of friendship.
I hate that series.
Bunch of friendship.
Shut up. I hate that series. I like the first half up to where did it stop being good? When Black Star fought Mifune in the trees. That's when it stopped being entertaining.
If they could well, that was in the manga. Like that whole fight.
Exactly.
It's just the context was different.
Exactly my point.
But if they do a Soul Eater with what they did with Full Metal, then whatever. It's the same company too that did that, so I could see them doing that.
That'd be awesome because Soul Eater later anybody who reads manga knows it just goes like off a cliff into amazing territory like halfway through during the manga. I think it's at the I want to say that battle of arachnophobia, that battle. Shit.
Arachnophobia?
Arachnophobia.
I wouldn't even say it's
I haven't read Soul Eater.
It's not off the cliff, it's to the moon.
Yeah,
You get it?
that's why I stopped.
Yeah, you're funny.
See what you did there. See what you did there. That fucking moon, it gets creepier every 10 chapters. I think that was the point. Like, every 10 chapters, let's make our moon creepier.
Tyrant Celestial must be stopped.
No, the moon is not creepy enough yet. Don't even joke.
It's just gonna start eating children at some point before the end. That's my.
Been there, done that.
That is true.
Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Skull Kid returns.
That moon fucking nightmares.
Dude, Shigeru Miyamoto hinted that they still might be in the works of that, an HD remake.
I at this point, I would be surprised.
They're remaking everything else in HD. Why not? You know, it's not like they need to remake Final Fantasy VII in HD. I mean, it's not like it'd be awesome or anything.
Because it's awful.
It's not like they
Like,
teased us
that
with when the
game is-
PS3 first came out that was a thing. You know,
Sephiroth is the next villain ever.
That game is terrible.
No, it's not.
the game's not
You didn't
terrible.
play
It's
it
just
right.
overhyped.
I don't understand it.
It's not bad. It's overhyped. At least that's how.
It is
Cloud
not
was such a
enjoyable.
good character in Final Fantasy VII, and then they just ruined him with everything else. Like Final Fantasy VII, he's a decent character. Everything else just, oh god, you ruined that
Cloud
man.
Sasuke.
He was
character.
like 7. Then they just ruined him. He was not like a whiny soup bitch in the original 7. They just ruined that character.
So actually, I got a question for you guys. It's something I've just been kind of sort of thinking about as far as just me being Mr. Nintendo fanboy. So like, I'm looking at a company like Naughty Dog. They have their Goofy series, you know, the Ratchet and Clank, yada yada. They have their fun series, but they also have stuff like The Last of Us and Uncharted. Do you think in order to survive the current video game landscape, Nintendo has to do something like that?
Yes.
They need at least one mature title because they need to pull
No.
mature gamers.
No.
Really?
Why would they need that?
Because
I'm just posing the question.
they need to have something for everyone there. Not everybody wants to play Brawl, and they can't just.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yes,
that's
they
true.
do, Alex. You shut
That's
your mouth.
true.
Yes, they do.
That's
Everybody
true.
wants to play Brawl, and they want to play Kart, and they want to play Zelda.
Nobody, you know who doesn't want to play Mario? People that play Call of Duty. So you need to bring
Okay.
something to everybody.
The Call of Duty audience ain't playing nothing but Call of Duty anyway.
They'll play something that also has gun mechanics. Kind of.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Call of Duty community also plays Battlefield a sizable amount.
And then there's some that play Halo.
So what you're basically saying is they need a first-person shooter.
No,
Yeah.
I think first shooter
They
would
already
be
have one.
to go on
They
Nintendo.
had one, and it failed miserably.
Sure.
Not
No.
Metroid. Not Metroid.
Yeah, I'm talking
You
about
know
Metroid.
what's a good game on? You know what was a good game on the Wii? Mad World. That was a good game.
They had
Oddworld?
a
Stuff like that.
Red.
They
You
had
talking
they had a hardcore shooter
Red
on
Steel?
the Wii, and it failed miserably.
Red
I think
Steel.
it was Conduit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they tried this. They're not built for that type of audience.
They need
And even
to
if
do.
they do get a mature audience, people aren't flocking to the Wii for a mature title. They don't care. The Wii has the titles they have.
Because the Wii, I don't think Nintendo is gonna last. They keep fucking up. Not as bad as Xbox,
How?
of course.
They're the last 3-4 releases of their consoles has been the same. Under either fantastic sales or underwhelming sales. And then once the titles come out that everybody wants to play, then it's a huge boom of just people snatching up these products.
How
There's
they
nothing
last?
for the Wii U right now. So it's not
How many
doing
gonna
well.
last? They
Donkey
keep
U
fucking up
looks
hardware wise. They keep fucking up hardware wise. Other
How?
than making HD, what did they really do to the Wii?
Better
And
controller.
giving that stupid fucking touchpad.
You say
Not
Alex,
stupid.
you say this.
I touched that touchpad today for the first time at Best Buy. I hated holding it.
Alex, you say that, but what is Sony and Xbox doing but simply coming out with better graphics?
It's nothing with the graphics, it's the content. They need something else there. Something that's
He's
not
cutting out.
completely terrible. And Xbox is horrible.
You're cutting out,
They've
Alex.
done nothing right. They're completely
You
ass
just said
backwards.
that
Other than
they
Sony,
need
And
Nintendo needs
furthermore,
content.
I can't see a reason to buy any of these consoles. Fuck.
Alex,
now?
I didn't hear a word you
Yeah.
said. Yeah, I can hear you now.
The
Yeah.
connection is getting really
All right.
bad. Maybe we should have someone who's not Mike host the call.
Well, we're near the end now, so we might as well just finish this up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Alex, what were you saying?
Other than Brawl.
No, I'm talking
Mario,
about
like,
in relation to the whole HD, and then they just up their
okay,
graphics.
it's not even so much upping the graphics. It's the hardware can go farther. The Wii U is already behind the generation, so they
Oh, yeah,
can't
they are.
go any further.
I
They're
don't
the best
understand
thing
what
the
you
Wii
mean
U
by
can
going
probably
further.
the best type of gameplay mechanics the Wii can put out with its limited hardware is maybe something like Last of Us. Maybe it won't be able to evolve any higher than it already is right now. That's my problem with the Wii U. It's already at the peak because the other consoles are there.
That's fine, because there's a market for what they're doing. If they had
There's a
more people
they're doing
doing something with their touch controller, like Zombie U, seriously, or Arkham City, seriously integrating it, then there's a market for that. And again, if you want to play certain games, you can only play them on the Nintendo platforms. And those games are some of the most beloved franchises in the history of gaming. So it's easy for them
okay, but
to get. Go ahead.
what about when we're not playing games anymore? When there's just the new generation and nobody knows what the fuck a Legend of Zelda was
You
or
you
Majora's
think
Mask.
you think
Can't wait
this
for that.
generation does not know what Mario, Zelda, and Smash is, and Kart, and
My
Donkey
six
Kong?
my cousin's 6-year-old son barely knows what the fuck Donkey Kong is. And when I
He's
mention
6.
Zelda, he knows that he just knows all he plays is Nintendo games. He's
Okay,
their core audience.
my little brothers who are 11 and 9 know every
Older.
franchise going on.
They were a little older. They were around for it.
They weren't around for it.
Tail end.
He's 9. He's 3 years older than the person you're talking about.
When was Twilight Princess released?
6 years ago, 7 years ago.
2005?
Yeah, 7 years ago now.
Oh, they weren't around for
Yeah.
this.
They'll learn from these new releases.
Fair
The
enough. I
kids
just
of today will learn about a Mario and a Zelda from the releases of a Mario or a Zelda. They don't need the old games to know who these people are.
Legend
They
of
can learn
Zelda.
now.
fair enough,
So
but I just don't see it working. It could work, but I don't know. I don't
it's
see it
worked for
happening.
like 20 years.
25 plus.
Mike.
But like I think though, what Nintendo needs to go to their other properties.
They need to touch into other properties, and they need probably more franchises.
Yeah. Sadly, yeah, I was gonna say they need to make some new IPs.
They don't necessarily need mature titles, but they need some new IPs.
Mm-hmm. But as far as storytelling though, Metroid is definitely their more mature storytelling IP. But you know,
And there was other
Samus had a rough go in Other M. How did you like it, Da?
Oh boy, I played like 10 minutes of it and I was like, this is not for me.
You didn't finish it.
No.
Wow.
I couldn't get used to it.
Interesting. I thought it was a pretty good game. Nothing like spectacular, but like I liked how they kind of integrated the 2D platformer aspect into it.
I just couldn't do it. That's all. I did beat Resident Evil 4 like 10 years too late. Let's talk about that. I'm ready to talk
At
about
least
it
not as
now,
bad as my
Ron.
cousin. He has a copy of Resident Evil 4 in like it's still in the wrapper.
But yeah, like they need some new IPs. And I mean, the thing is too, especially with Miyamoto, if he doesn't have any new ideas for something, he won't go to it. That's what he pretty much. And I'm starting to lose my internet connection apparently. So if I
Yeah.
blank out, I'm sorry. But Miyamoto's like people have been asking him, especially with the new Mario Kart having like the zero gravity hover kart crap. They're like, well, where the hell's F-Zero? And he's just like, he pretty much flat out said, he's like, I don't have any new fun ideas for the series, so I'm not going to make a new game.
Mario Kart feels like F-Zero at this point.
Pretty much.
Going up walls and shit.
Yeah.
F-Zero doesn't have to share.
True. Does not have a blue shell. What else did he say? Then I think, I mean, it was kind of a similar thing with Retro
Okay,
and
we're about
yeah, but it was a similar thing with Retro and Metroid. Blah. That they had more. They still had stuff they wanted to go for with Donkey Kong, so that's what they went with. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up about now. Just a little off the cuff episode. I feel like I said that wrong.
Oh no, I got a question. Since we're still in the gaming,
Hold
can
on,
you not hear me now?
we're losing people.
I hear people.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
was trying to say something
yeah,
for the past like
Probe.
5 minutes.
All right, let's. Well, we're gonna break for a second to do this final question, and then we're ending it. All right, so hold on one sec, guys.